basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And it's Chicago to start out. And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Now here's Morant. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. How explosive Ja Morant is, he is certainly their share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Avdia. Pass to Bono. 5 on the clock. Ayton with it. Now guarded by Booker. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's Morant. To the middle. Here's Toppin. Nice move. Got a hand on it. Here's Yabusele. And he dunks it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Morant surveying the D. There's the pick. There's the drive. Pass to Thurman. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Oh my God.
Now Avdia. Here's Yabusele. Defended by Booker.
Oh my God.
Outside Avdia.
Bro, you got higher niggas than me. I don't know how you. Oh, no, you good. No, you good. It's good. That's not. That don't mean you win. That don't mean you win, though. Man, you got higher niggas than me. I don't know how you got sitting there higher niggas.
Play Avdia.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Pass to Thurman.
I don't understand how you got this man. Like, how many
Booker outside.
96s and shit you got? This don't make sense. I thought you were selling guy.
Outside. Here's Thurman. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. But
Damn, see, I ain't even seen it. I ain't even, why you getting a hostile?
Well, Thurman is an intimidating
Damn.
at center. He's out there.
Gotta report you, bro. I work for 2K, bro. This shit crazy.
Also determined to attack the glass.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Just solid, really.
I know how to play this shit.
There he is at the free throw.
I work for 2K.
Outside, Avdia. Atlanta with the rebound.
Mission highlight.
And here's Morant. Booker, right side. Fades and shoots. And Bona with the rebound. Chicago leading. From deep three-point land.
Damn.
Shot by Yabusele. Yabusele's got 7. Morant outside.
Damn, that's a good line.
Inside. Thurman's shot is off. Chicago leading by 5.
Who is this
26
nigga?
seconds left here in the first half. Here's Avdia.
Wow.
Out left to the wing. Here's Yabusele. 7 points in the game. Booker with it.
No foul, bro?
Oh, Booker with the bounce.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him
No
off.
foul?
Got to chalk that one up with some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Morant. Pass to George. Here's Thurman. Here's Morant.
No foul?
Finished off by Morant.
All right.
This is how athletic Morant is. A point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Now, here's Avdia. That
Wow.
one drops for him.
Now that's straight overall right there.
Scorer, as skilled as he is, you
I know that's
do
straight overall.
everything you
That's great
can
defense.
to get him the looks he needs.
To the inside. Thurman.
Oh, he a 99. That's all 99 I got.
That's what you want to do.
I just told you.
Get into the paint.
He a 99.
And it's blocked.
I just told you. But go out.
To
Shit.
take the lead. With the second effort. Back to Morant. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Tobin can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pass to
Oh, you run a play. You gotta run a play against me. It's
No
crazy.
good with the triple. Here's Atlanta. It's a 1-point
I
game.
know that, but still. That's overall me, bro.
To the paint. Here's Thurman. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Yeah, context. I don't blame you though.
Beasley with a clean look. And again, Chicago. No good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Pass to Morant. There's a screen by
Matchmaking on
Toppin.
this shit is crazy.
Down low to take the
Wow.
lead. Beasley with the rebound. And Beasley has the ball here for Chicago. They lead by 1.
Oh shit.
Now, here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus
Wow.
when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Now, here's Avdia.
Damn.
Finished off by Avdia.
Gotta take care of the ball.
Yeah,
They'll
trash.
punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're
play that next
aggressive.
year.
So there's a balance.
Here's Beasley.
Damn.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Finding a little
Bro, that's a 80, 84 against a 96, bro.
Yeah,
That's supposed to
you're
happen.
seeing their offense in a flow.
Yes, it do, bro.
Now it's time
Nah,
for their defense
that's definitely cap, bro.
Now that's what I call
I guarantee you, if I had my squad, man.
You've got a point guard. That kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his
Yeah, I do
guys
too.
up.
Look at this shit. So that's the player.
After the basket by Atlanta. Here's Avdia. And that one's good.
That was a white? You shooting on low wrist?
Sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it,
Well,
it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now I'm getting overall.
He takes advantage of them in
Look at this.
every way possible.
And Greg,
That's a legal fucking, like, that's not even this game's so gross. I gotta fucking talk to Mark.
Turning great defense into great offense.
Yeah, this is the worst one in a minute.
You're looking for.
here's Booker.
Got a good shot.
After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Yabusele. Off target from outside. Atlanta trails by 10. Morant, right side. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Wow.
Here's Beasley.
That's not a block. Took the ball right in my face.
Over Paul George and slams it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now, here's Avdia. Following the miss by John Morant. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
All right, big dog, you got it, bro.
Dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
That Key Glock on the game? Is that Key Glock? Am I tripping right now? Bro, Let's keep locked, bro. I could be tripping, but let's keep locked. That's him, bro. That's him. Blah, blah, blah.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. We'll watch Atlanta in this one as they go up against Orlando. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Here we go. And it's Atlanta to start out. And here's Brunson. Up top, Adebayo. Back to Brunson. Wade, left side. Clock at 6. Shoots over Bird. No good from Wade. Bird with it. Wade picks him up. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. And then Wade slams it in.
And how about the leaping ability of Wade? What a
You can change those jerseys, bro.
Here's Rose. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Now here's Brunson. Adebayo the screen. Brunson goes in. And it goes down 2 points.
Something about Brunson on the drive. He's just so fiery with the ball. Nothing's going to get in his way.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Now here's Rose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Brunson. Bird pulls it in. To the paint. Orlando moving the ball around. Right side, DeRozan. There's 1:59 left in the first quarter. Malone with the steal. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. And Orlando making a change here. Brunson, right side. Pass to Thurman. Back to Brunson.
We're going to make them play today. We're going to make them play.
No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Rose. Here's Howard. Malone with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Inside. And stolen by Malone. And the rejection by Bird. Here's Brunson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnover, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
To the middle. Six to shoot. On the high post, he drills it. Brunson's got 6.
Hey, he gonna have to play today, bro. He gonna sit in that front door.
Mid-ranger look good.
8
Gotta go
second
zone or
difference between the
something.
shot clock.
Yes, sir.
You can tell he put a lot of practice.
You gonna have to play today, brother.
And Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Brunson with it. 6 points for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Well, Thurman is an intimidating presence at center. He's athletic, strong, and an elite defender. Also determined to attack the glass.
Outside, Wall. Releases from 15. The shot is good off the backboard. Wall's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Thurman. And so the first quarter's in the books. Atlanta leads by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now. Just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
All with it. Picked up by Malone. Barely. No good from outside. Atlanta leading by 4. Brunson outside. Over the wall. Gets hauled in by Barry. Orlando with the ball. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Here's Thurman. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
get a low back move. You don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Orlando trails by 6. Now Mitchell going inside. Pass to Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Kicks it out to Malone. Back to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Thurman. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Orlando. Trailing by 4. Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Jackson. Looks for Nowitzki. Gets it to him. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Thurin's shot is off.
Can't score on the 6 3-point guard.
DeRozan. Malone with the block. On the wing, Malone. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. There's a screen to the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He gets it in there. Thurman's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Rose. The kick out to Odom. Orlando needs to get off the shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Orlando making a change here. Atlanta leading by 6. Wade outside. .27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Thurman. 6 points for him. Down low. A shot off that time. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Oh, went through me. Went through me again.
Looking it over.
Okay.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Orlando trails by 6. Shoots from the corner. It's Adebayo with the rebound. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on Project Big Men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. We have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite-level passer.
Here's Thurman, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Walk the baby.
Taking it to the rack.
Walk the baby.
Power, hammering down the two-hand slam. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. On the wing, Bird. Justin Nowitzki. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
Now, here's Mitchell. Scoreless thus far. And finished off by Robinson.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Thurman. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thurman's got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Nowitzki looking it over. Pass to Barry. Shot clock at 6. Fades. And it's Nowitzki missing.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Brunson outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Orlando trails by 8. Robinson with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Bird outside. It's blocked.
You know, I'm not sure another player combines defense and offense as well as Thurman. The only reason he doesn't get more blocks is because so many guys are afraid to bring the ball anywhere near it.
And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. For Orlando, they have made 2 of the previous 3 free throws in today's game. Orlando trails by 5. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Can't hit that one. Brunson with some nice D. Wade surveying the D. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Atlanta. They're up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Brunson. They set the pick. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Orlando trails by 5. High arcing shot. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Here's Wade. And it's sent back by
These fucking jerseys, bro. You can't tell who the fuck is on who too.
Pass to
I'm looking at players
Adebayo.
at this point.
Here's Berry. Inside. Back to Adebayo. Tries again. And the layup is good. Adebayo's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Orlando. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Out to Brunson.
What the fuck is going on,
All
bro?
with the steal. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. Outside Rose. Here's Howard. It's blocked. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Rose. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And stolen by Howard. Pass to Malone. To tie it up. Outside for Jackson. And it's Malone finishing it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Reed. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Rose. And it's sent back by Sabonis. Pass to Reed. Here's Austin. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Orlando with the ball. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Here's Jackson. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And I love the passion that Jackson plays with. Never bashful when it comes to pulling the trigger. And an outstanding two-way play.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
On the wing, Dwayne Wade. It's stolen by Rose. To take the lead. Laces one from 3. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a two-possession game.
Back to Alston. No good, unable to end this run.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Lock at 6. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Offline from the high post. Here's McDaniel.
Now this shit wanna go in.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Reed with the steal. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony.
Oh my God.
And it's Atlanta to start out.
Oh, yes, this is good. Oh.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Now Westbrook. Pass to Oubre. There's a screen. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Fires away from outside. Banton's shot is off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Westbrook. Rejected by Campbell. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Here's Westbrook. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Pass to Iguodala. Westbrook with it. 4 on the shot clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Iguodala. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Banton. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
They kick it out to Green. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
There's the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Atlanta again missing. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. 4-point game. And the shot goes in. Benton's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Westbrook. And they get it. Aldama with the rebound. Here's Campbell. Lets it go from 11. A shot, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Here's Iguodala. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Iguodala's got his first basket.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And Aldama slams it in.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Here's Benton. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago with the ball. 3-point lead. Green taking his time here. And the shot goes down. He's got 5.
I'll never get good, man.
Exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Double team on Westbrook. Pass to Hart. And stolen by Aldama. Here's Westbrook. Rebound by Jeff Green.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Campbell.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Oubre on the wing. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Oubre's got 8 points.
A playmaker in every sense of the word. Westbrook is pretty much a walking triple-double.
Aldama with the ball. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Chicago leads by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Benton. Pass to Green. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Benton's shot is off. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And here is Hart. Launches from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Now here's Westbrook to take the lead.
Holy shit.
Aldama with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it. But you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Delano Banton. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Westbrook. Pass to Oubre from downtown. Now here's Hart. And so they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 1. Oubre can't get it to go. Chicago with the ball. Down low. Here's Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And Hart has it in the corner. Pass to Iguodaro. Back to Westbrook. Lock at 6. To the middle. Here's Iguodaro.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Back to Aldama. To the left wing. Here's Payton. No good from outside.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Oh my God.
Wide open. He fires. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. From the arc. Aldama can't hit. Atlanta with the ball. It's a one-point game. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Iguodaro, no good. Here's Chicago. To the inside.
Oh, why did you
Stuck right through.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
And
my God.
maybe just
It's on the
what they
bullshit.
needed to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
So it's Chicago now. 3-point lead.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
For 3, Oubre drills it from outside. It's a tie ball game.
Of course.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Banton's shot is off.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And it's Martin missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And finished off by Oubre.
On a good score.
Sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage points.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
The shot's good. So it's Chicago now. Pass to Banton. And here is Green. Here's Camby. Iguodaro grabs the rebound. Now here's Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Wow.
That 3 off the mark. Chicago trailing here. 3-pointer. Martin sinks the 3-pointer.
Making that shit up.
Martin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And the hand speed showing from Martin on that shot.
Double team on Westbrook. It's Hart on the wing. Stolen. Aldama with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Aldama gets the bucket.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Back to Westbrook. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Realizing this guy has the green light to take those shots. Westbrook has such confidence in that jumper. And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Atlanta with the ball.
He's hot, 2K. He's hot. Can't make a layup, but he's hot.
Martin from outside. Atlanta with the rebound.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Out to the right wing. Here's Aldama. Here's Camby. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
They set the screen. Pass to Iguodala. And he jams it with authority.
And just look how naturally Westbrook creates for his guys. An effective use of the pick and roll there.
Outside, Green. Now, Camby. Shot clock at 5. And it's Martin missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now here's Crowder. For 3, drills the three-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Chicago trails by 4. Pass to Benton. Green in the post. Here's Kemp. Here's Aldama. Defended by Crowder.
Oh, my God.
For him.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Benton's shot is off. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-4 run. And Westbrook throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Green, no up.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Atlanta making a switch here. Here's Green. Over Hart. And a miss there off the inbound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Outside, Green. Inside, Camby. Goes back up. Pass to Aldama. At the elbow, Martin. And here's Green outside. Knocked away. Here's Aldama. And slam dunk by Camby.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe. Just maybe. Back to Crowder. Puts up a 3.
Holy shit.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Benton. And slam dunk by Camby.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Pass to Toppin. Back to Westbrook. To the paint. Benton with the
Oh my
rebound.
God.
Chicago trails by 4. Inside.
Oh
Camby.
my God. What the
And
fuck?
slam dunk by Camby.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Toppin with it. Pass to Hart. Back to Toppin. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Toppin's got his first points in this one. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. We'll watch Atlanta in this one as they go up against Long Beach. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And it's Atlanta to start out. In the corner, it's Oubre. Off target from three-point range. Long Beach on offense. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Yabusele. That three off the mark. Outside Anthony. No good from outside.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line. But he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Long Beach with the ball. After the three-pointer from Cole Anthony. Shot's good by Banton.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pulls it from 20. Valanciunas grabs the board. Pass to Banton. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. Banton's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Wow.
Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Hollins. It's stolen by Edwards. In the corner, it's Oubre. Right wing. From the arc. And Hollins pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Yabusele. Misses the baby hook. To the inside. Toppin. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here's Edwards from the arc. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And again, the miss by Long Beach. Inside. Here's Oubre. It's deflected.
That's crazy.
Banchero outside. Here's Yabusele.
Moving fucking fadeaway threes. I can't make the six
lead up to
three.
5 now for Long Beach. Pass to Edwards. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Long Beach leads by 5. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Long Beach leading by 5. Pass to Bates. And here is Brewer. Here's Bates. On the wing, Brewer. Long Beach moving that ball around. 4 on the shot clock. With the drive. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Edwards. The trade.
Oh my God.
Long Beach with the rebound. And here is Brewer. Now here's Lawson. Covered by Anthony. No good from Lawson. Oubre, that's right. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
And Long Beach calls time here.
Good. Yeah, you can't wait to leave, huh?
No, actually not. I got stuff to do here.
Oh, I was just there 2 weeks ago, too. I think that's 2 weeks ago. Was that 2 weeks ago?
Here's Lawson. Outside Williams. From downtown. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Oubre on the wing. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Oubre's got his first 3 points of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, here's Edwards. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Goes up the baseline. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Yeah, I was like hour ago.
And he found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look. I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Here's Edwards.
I'm waiting on you.
You waiting on me?
Pass to Toppin.
And leave the headphones behind and you couldn't hear me?
Clock at 4.
I wonder why you looking at me like that.
That misses. And
I can hear you, but it's like faint.
I found
Long Beach on offense. The lead is 2. Here's Bates. Iguodala grabs the rebound.
So they're like, fuck, I ain't
Missed
supposed
the
to
easy
be
one right there.
I'm about to turn that shit off. This is scared right here. It's like, I forgot I had ordered some.
The only reason I didn't choose is
Now
because
here's
it was
Anthony to tie it up.
Saturday. And I'm like,
Iguodala, no good. Here's 4 to the paint. Oubre pulls it
so I
in.
like it though, because like if it was away, like,
Inside Edwards. In the corner, it's Toppin. Here's Iguodala. Back to Toppin. Good on the triple. Toppin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
To the middle. Here's Song. Up and in on the layup.
Letting the big man Saul go to work inside. I like seeing him being aggressive down low.
Here's Anthony. And it's
Of
blocked.
course.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. So it's Atlanta now. It's a 1-point game. 6 to shoot. Pass to Toppin. Here's Iguodala. And they
Hey! Come on, ref, call that.
That was the right call.
Call that,
When
ref.
you need a basket, go to the
Couple.
guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them.
We on that shit, bitch ass
See.
nigga. Okay, right back to me.
And that one drops for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Here's Iguodala. Back to Oubre. Over Williams. Oubre can't get it to go. Here's Bates. It's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre.
Long game. We both playing good dude.
Here is Williams. And he makes that one. Anthony with it. Oubre on the wing. And finished off by Oubre.
And the linking ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
At the elbow, it's on. And the shot goes in.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Now here's Anthony. Oubre for 3. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Second chance shot. And Anthony gets it to go.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
To the inside. Outside for Lawson. Bates. Back to Lawson. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Saul. On the wing, Williams. Going inside. And
Let him
Williams
go right
slams it
after
in.
you, bro.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Anthony. Oubre can't get it to go. Here's Thor. Oubre pulls it in. The Atlanta trails by 3. Pass to Anthony. Back to Toppin. There's a screen by Toppin. To tie it up. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that ties it up.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a hand in the face.
And Long Beach calls time here. Long Beach on offense. Here's Yabusele. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Now Oubre. And here is Toppin. Pass to Iguodaro. Six on the shot clock. Back to Toppin. And stolen by Hollins. Here's Benton. Here's the drive.
Lucky ass nigga,
Smart
bro.
ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
To the middle. Here's Oubre. Pass to Iguodaro. Oubre, right side. Shoots it up. Long Beach with the rebound.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Inside. Edwards looking it over. Edwards flashing inside. Great defense that time from Banchero. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for Long Beach. The lead is 2. Over in the corner, Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layup for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Anthony on the wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Driving the lane, and he gets it to go.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Toppin. Off target from outside. On Beach leading by 4. Here's Hollins. Off target with his 3. Atlanta with the ball. Now here's Toppin. Oubre outside. Back to Toppin. No good on the 3. Here's Benton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Atlanta again missing. Long Beach on offense. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And so it's Long Beach with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the
trash ass nigga. Nigga trash as fuck. You trash. You trash. You trash. You are trash.
We'll see you next time. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. We'll watch Atlanta in this one as they go up against Oklahoma City. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And Oklahoma City starts out with the ball. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen by Williams. With the shot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Pick by Williams. Back to Williams. Fires the three. And that's collected by Miller. Oubre outside. Westbrook surveying the D. Chopping. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's Atlanta. Outside, Edwards. Another three for Atlanta.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Incredible range from Gilgeous-Alexander, making a tough shot look easy.
There's a screen by Toppin. Here's Westbrook. Driving in. Off target at the rim. Cloak loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Toppin. This one for three. Knocks down the three ball. Toppin's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
Boy, talk about an advanced playmaker. Westbrook can make passes that other players just can't.
Hey, this shit personal, bro. Hey, it's personal.
104 left in the first half.
I know you got a ring now, but hey, this personal.
Left side Williams. No good there. Atlanta leading by 10. Here's Westbrook. Oubre outside. Over Joe. Oubre can't get it to go. Williams looking over the floor. Offline from the top of the key. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 13-3 run. Knocks it loose. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Here's Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
When Russ makes up his mind to drive it, watch out. He's such a fierce, dynamic athlete. A full head of steam, and he's cooking you.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Westbrook. And so that brings the first half to a close.
Good shot, boy. Even though that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's was some bullshit. Go, bro.
Atlanta leading by 8.
Got a baby.
Here's Edwards.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player.
Chill little ass down, man.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Westbrook. And no good.
That's what we wanted.
Trying to use the glass.
That's what we wanted.
Edwards looking it over. Beyond the arc. Edwards.
Had to line it up, had to line it up.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence
We own it.
behind the arc.
We on it. Still on it. Come on, bro. I'm the best point guard of Thunder history, bro. Look at that pass. You ain't doing that, SGA. Come on now. You ain't doing that, SGA.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Locked and scrapped in. Ready for takeoff. Bro, you must be really from Oklahoma.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, even inside Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
Now here's Williams. They need this. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Atlanta leading by 14. Here's Edwards. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Now here's Wallace. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries the spin move. 6 to shoot. Can't hit from 12. Atlanta leading by 16. Miller with a wide open look. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Williams. Now here's Gobert. Takes a three. Williams' shot is off. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Westbrook. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Williams for three. Atlanta with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
On the wing, Williams.
Good deep, Brad. Some bullshit.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board.
He's going to come out and play today. He's going to come out and play today.
There was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Work 'em. Work 'em.
Unwilling to let
Work 'em.
even for a moment.
Work 'em.
That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play to score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas.
3 seconds, real calling it.
Now here's Gobert. There's a screen by Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
What?
Shot's good by Williams. What? Williams has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Whoa.
It's stolen by Gobert. Bounce pass for Williams. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Westbrook. To the hoop. The three.
Man, that shot fast.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up from 17. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. A finish, and finished off by Westbrook.
That is really where Russell Westbrook excels, in transition with that great speed of his.
Outside Williams. And Miller with the block. And they're able to recover.
Bro, that's Brad. That's Brad down there, brother. That's Brad down there.
The shot off in time. Atlanta leading by 14.
Ooh.
Here's Westbrook.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best. Attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style.
Oubre with the steal. And finished off by Westbrook.
Westbrook does not lack for style in finishing, and when you've got his explosiveness, that's an easy thing to do.
Hey, guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
I'm right, but you just made me feel something.
This is real love over here, bro.
I have a question. What?
It's time to level up your stream. Go to Own.pro, the ultimate streamer tool.